The death of a pope sets into motion a centuries-old ritual marked by solemnity, symbolism, and secrecy. As Pope Francis has expressed his desire for a simpler funeral and a final resting place outside the Vatican, some elements of the protocol will be different this time. But much of the structure remains rooted in long-standing Catholic tradition. Here's a detailed look at what will unfold after Pope Francis's passing. The first official act falls to the Camerlengo or the Chamberlain of the Holy Roman Church. Currently, that role belongs to Cardinal Kevin Farrell, who's an Irish-American prelate who serves as the Vatican's top administrator between papacies. Traditionally, the Camerlengo verifies the Pope's death by gently tapping his head 3 times with a silver hammer and calling out his baptismal name. While largely symbolic today, this ritual confirms the moment of passing. The Camerlengo then seals the papal apartment, marking the end of Francis's reign and beginning preparations for the funeral rites. Next, the Camerlengo, along with 3 cardinal assistants drawn by lot from among the cardinal electors, performs a key symbolic gesture. They break the Pope's fisherman's ring and his lead seal. These items, unique to each pontificate, signify papal authority and must be destroyed to prevent forgery or misuse after the Pope's death. Meanwhile, no autopsy is conducted on the Pope in keeping with tradition. While the past popes have been displayed for public mourning atop a raised platform called a catafalque in St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Francis has opted for a different approach. His body will lie inside a simple wooden coffin lined with zinc, and mourners will pay their respects with the coffin open without the typical grandeur. The Pope's coffin will be moved into St. Peter's Basilica after the Camerlengo and assisting cardinals agree on the timing. Typically, this occurs within a couple of days following death. The mourning period, known as Novem Dialis, lasts for 9 days with daily masses held in honor of the deceased pontiff. Francis had requested a departure from the papal custom in death, just as he did in life. Rather than being laid to rest in the Vatican crypt beneath St. Peter's Basilica, he will become the first pope in over a century to be buried outside the Vatican in the Basilica of St. Mary Major, which is a church with deep personal significance to him. Funeral and burial arrangements, while guided by tradition, will be finalized by the College of Cardinals, with a funeral usually held 4 to 6 days after the Pope's death, most likely in St. Peter's Square. With the Holy See officially vacant, the Church enters the sede vacante, which is the vacant seat period. During this time, the College of Cardinals takes over limited administrative duties, ensuring continuity but avoiding major decisions until a new pope is chosen. The Vatican's central administration, known as the Roman Curia, largely suspends operations, emphasizing the Church's transitional state. Between 15 and 20 days after Pope Francis's death, the cardinals will gather in the Sistine Chapel for the start of the conclave, which is a secret election process that selects the next bishop of Rome. Only cardinals under the age of 80 are eligible to vote. They remain within Vatican City for the duration of the conclave, housed in the Domus Sanctae Marthae, which is the same hotel-like residence where Pope Francis chose to live instead of the traditional apostolic palace. To elect the new pope, a candidate must receive a vote of 2/3 plus 1, which can take several rounds over multiple days. As each round of voting concludes, the paper ballots are burned in a special stove inside the Sistine Chapel. Black smoke signals no decision has been reached. White smoke, enhanced with chemicals to make it clearly visible, indicates a new pope has been chosen. Soon after, the world hears the famous words Habemus Papam, which means we have a pope. The announcement is made by the Dean of the College of Cardinals from the central balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, where the new pope appears dressed in papal white and gives his first blessing to the people gathered in the square and to a waiting world. This process, steeped in history yet always adapting to the personality of the pope it honors, will soon turn the page on the papacy of Pope Francis, one marked by humility, reform, and a desire to bring the church closer to its people.